Okay, so here, Pierre Poilievre, this is from Cat Canada, posted this. He's talking about Carney's liberal policies on steroids housing plan. Basically, he has a Soviet housing plan. He wants to build, high concentration, high density, basically government housing blocks, like 700 square foot apartments. He thinks that's what young people want, or that they will want. Of course, it's not actually for young Canadians. It's going to be for all of the millions of people that he wants to bring into Canada to fulfill the Century Initiative of getting 100 million people into Canada. So that's really who's going to go in there. He's going to create migrant slums. Uh, One thing, when you have government, the United States has a lot of experience with this. When you have government housing, they end up just getting wrecked because nobody owns it and nobody cares about it. It just doesn't really matter. And the living conditions aren't great in the first place. What young people in Canada really want is a house. It doesn't have to be a giant house where they can have a little dog and like where their kid can run around in the backyard, right? Have their own room, have a little bit of space. That's what they really want. They don't want Mark Carney's prefab, 400 square foot tiny homes. They don't want that. They don't want, they don't want to live in massive Soviet style block apartment complexes. They don't, 700 square foot apartments. They don't want that ever. They don't feel like they're going to be able to start a family in that. And of course, those won't be for them anyway. None of them will be for them anyway. It'll be for the millions of migrants that Carney brings in, the millions more. So let's hear Pierre Poilievre. What's his opinion of this? Mark Carney's plan to get the government back in the business of building houses.
He wants to put the liberal policies on steroids. His housing plan, I don't know if you saw this earlier this week, he wants to create a government-run construction company that is going to make prefab tiny homes with no parking spots. This is his idea for housing. This is even more radical than the stuff that came from Stephen Guilbeault and Justin Trudeau over the last 10 years. This is not a serious plan to protect our economy and break our dependence.
It's not just the tiny home. So it's what it really is the main thing is because you can, to get the most people in, he's going to create these Soviet style block apartment buildings, right? With like these tiny apartments, and you can just jam as many people in there as possible, which will, again, as I say, will end up just becoming migrant slums anyway. So it's a joke. Will people be fooled by it? I don't know. I don't think that either is what, the younger people in Canada that are hoping to revive the Canadian dream somewhat. It's not what they want. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. Please like, share, and subscribe. Subscribing really helps me out. I thank you for that. I will see you next time.